You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome again to the Liberty Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television with a stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also now our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Today, now Wednesday, and as you all know, last week we get a very intense week. Also, we celebrate we 1 year anniversary, and we don't start this anniversary from the 1st of November. So today on Friday, on the 29th of November, also we get we grand finale, we na the dinner and dance, and we just want to say now be a big success. The dinner and dance now be a successful event. We want to say thank you to now all we come out and support Liberty Online Television. I hope so now we get a very wonderful night, and we continue for the Kiuna the very best, and we want to show us say just as waiting we talk na the dinner, 2025 will be an amazing year for Liberty Online TV. 2025 Liberty Online TV will continue for grow from one step to another. So just want to say many thanks to all who support we, and many thanks to all we've been buying our tickets. Them it mean a lot that they don't stay till we more for 2025 financially, but on continue for support Liberty Online TV. Well, Mabel, how been the dinner on Friday?
Yes, indeed. Good morning to the viewers. Them, Khadija, like as you just don't say, the 1 year anniversary where Liberty Online TV celebrates and where we climax past Friday was a success, and it only become a success because the one them we like we out there, where it was this particular establishment been come out for celebrate with we, and we they continue for say many thanks to una all. We appreciate the support we una support. We not just putting una money into this, but also making time for come out on Friday we passed for ensure say una go and have fun with Liberty Online TV. And we appreciate that fact say una do that sacrifice day and not to go down without being noticed. We notice all the support we una done the giwi. Una continue for day there, and like how Khadija just done state, 2025 therefore be a great year for Liberty Online Television because the support we una done giwi inside this 1 year celebration. We don't put it into good use. We you know go take again, we go unveil another good package to una for let una know say usa una put una money, we make good use of them.
Well, thank you to individual them we buy them ticket. We again want to say thank you to the people them we come out and sponsor. We for ensure say Liberty Online TV will continue for do we work what they do. We now for be free, fearless, and inclusive. We they ask all the tough questions so now want we for ask. Or they use this particular online platform for bring can to una credible news them about different things then where they happen. They go all over for bring canto on the news them. One for say thank you to the institution them, one for say thank you to Orange Sierra Leone. We don't be with #1 headline sponsor from the start and up till now. And Liberty Online TV don't renew the agreement or contract with Orange, and also UBA Sierra Leone, the National Revenue Authority, NRA, one for say thank you to na all, one for say thank you to the View when they make all the food where we eat that day for the dinner, and one for say thank you to Brewery na then give we all the drink, crystal clear water, one for say thank you to na support with the water, and one for say thank you to came on event and then decorate the hall for we. Thank you to all we sponsors that we come through that day. First ensure say we get a very successful event to continue. We hope say we will continue to work together as partners then. When they continue the breakfast show this morning, not to Tido go tell all the thank you, even with diaspora fans themselves we stay up with we for watch live, because we ensure say we bring una on board. Una know we come out overseas for camera to cover the dinner live. One for say thank you. And this is the breakfast show, and this edition we will bring to you this morning. Mina Khadija Bankura
and Mina Mabel Kaba. Well, inside this edition of the breakfast show today, we all know say if you don't follow the news, this BNTM we see the military pull a long list of people where they be discharged from the military, and it's a number of about 70 people. While waiting behind this, waiting at the different reasons them we make the military dismiss them people, and that's what they look at inside this edition of the breakfast show. And also we go for bring you an update shortly. Also we go for talk to the picking of Honorable Emmanuel Saidu Conte, where report we met with last Friday. Some unknown people be attack him in office. Also he sustained serious injury and right side in our hospital to respond to treatment. We will bring you that update shortly.
All right, we will continue with the breakfast show, and as Mabel tell earlier, we can look at the massive retirement will be happen this BNTM from the military. Una see Usai a long list come out from the military, and they say that people that they don't retire them. Well, for if we talk more about that this morning at the studio, get Air Commodore Michael Soriba Kamara, in Assistant Chief of Defense Staff from the Ministry of Defense. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show.
Good morning, Khadija.
All right, that's our studio guest this morning. We can look at the reason them would be in the retirement will happen at the military this BNTM, and also we'll get updates from. If you don't follow the social media, one viral video will not go to play because of the content of that video. Where Facebook not go allow, but sure say una go don't see that video the Usai Honorable Emmanuel Saidu Conte. And they allege say some people be attack him, stab him and damage him. Well, in Pekin will join me soon at the virtual link for give me updates but waiting happen exactly where they allege say some bad people be attacking Papa. Well, they try for getting Pekin, but they don't just come to Air Commodore. We be with me at the studio this morning. Firstly, before we can look at the retirement of over 70 military officers, then we press release on an issue for inform the public this BNTM. Now look at the military. A lot don't happen at the military recently. People don't hear about attempted coup. People don't hear about fugitive. Then we make attempts for comeback and cause unrest to citizens in the nation. What exactly they happen at the military? Yeah.
Well, the military is governed by rules, laws, and regulations. That we all within the military, we know what we are allowed to do and what we are not allowed to do. So anything where you do, we contravene the acts, the Armed Forces Act 1961 is amended, definitely you retire Marshal. And over the period, the current situation where they are from now, or since last week, with normal HR or administrative process at the military, wherein they recruit people them and people that go out. So at this time, it's not recruitment, but it's retirement and discharges.
All right. Well, we can look at the retirements and discharges, then they waiting at the reason we lie behind the different retirements and also the discharge. Let me just quickly go on the line as we don't forget updates from the picking of Honorable Emmanuel Saidu Conte. As we will get updates from him, we don't tell on earlier last week Friday, we see a social media video. Usai na distressful video we were not able for play him, but I believe say so many people go don't see him. Usai then say some unknown people have been going in office na Congo Cross. Usai then attack him and he sustained several injuries. We make now in a hospital. Well, on the line with the join in Boy Pekin, we go can give updates on how Mbapa they fare on now, and we they get some on the line now in Emmanuel Wana Conte Esquire. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show, Emmanuel. Like I don't tell the viewers them, we see a video last week. Also, we see, unfortunately, Honorable Emmanuel Saidu Conte been there, and this video we're not able to play for the viewers them because of the Facebook community guidelines them. But we see it sustained several injuries, were very serious, according to what we seen at the video. Just start for tell the viewers them first, waiting exactly been happen on Friday.
Well, good morning again. On Friday, hello. Well, on Friday at around 4:30, I received a call from an unknown number where tell me say some people attack me, Papa, and then we get for chap. So I rush for commit an office, in the office now. So I've been there on my way for go now family house and ten beton. So I just divert the bike onto bike and I reach now the scene. I meet some people already don't get a front of the office. So I've been careful washing and I see I'm badly damaged. And they try to explain to me at the time what thing really happened. And now we go out, now me do that video day. I do it shortly for the people know what thing that happened. So I've been for taken and push in the hospital. So that's not that really happened on that day.
Lead to this. So now don't even forget any lead to the one that way perpetrates this particular.
They say the attacker didn't get a hoodie and he wears a ski mask. So throughout the struggle, but there was a struggle between 30 to 35 minutes between he and the attacker. So as of now, we left him with the police for see how best they will for investigations.
Emmanuel Saidu Conte. What's in state currently as we talk?
Well, for now, I would say he's responding to treatment and we thank God he's alive.
We go viral. A lot of people be they alleged say they chap the honorable with cutlass 98. How would that be? If yes, how many stitches is sustained?
Well, they're not really chap him with cutlass. They're not chap her with cutlass. It was a glass mug where dinner office where they use for drink water with. And also it's true that the person will come for attack come with a knife where it make attempt for stab him on the neck, but it been get for block him. So now the glass mug where honorable been take for defending self from the attacker. Now in the attacker may end up for use for hit him on the head multiple times.
Stable now. You don't able forget a conversation with her. Maybe Ingo able forgive you the actual story where they behind an attack, or maybe he go able identify the person who attack her.
Yes, me and B don't get a short discussion, and they say it was around 3:30 when they walk, it even go out. So they come into the office and they walk from the secretary in desk, and an unknown somebody will come. As he enter the office, lock the office from inside. Then he try to take out a knife for stab him instantly. You know, get any conversation. The person just come in for take the knife for stab him. So he mean just get for block and then get a tussle till then fight. They gonna go on for something like a 30 to 35 minutes. Then, but he sustained the injuries and during the struggles. Instead, me put up a brave resistance. And after we the person don't see say don't badly wound them, and it sure say even sure say the person left an for die. So the person just grab cut in gold chain we be in her neck, taking phone will be already there on the floor, in office bag, and wash outside and back to the mouth again. So you can say after something like a 5 minutes after we the attacker left, he get for push himself to call to the front office domot, and he open a call for help because the office there na main road girls school. I was opposite girls school junction. So person will be the pass na him bin get for come to rescue, and na him call other people in.
These incidents happen, a honorable one been there na the office because that particular place where you say in office day, na side where people can they pass normally. Now in one been there at that particular time.
Yes, at that time I one been in office.
Una get any information like you get misunderstanding with anybody where perhaps na go suspect say a hand up on this incident?
Well, for now, when me personally don't ask him if he get any recent altercation with somebody, and he say politics, he focus on internal. So for now, we don't get any identified person we will get malice for time.
Una police for investigate. Una don't get any lead from the police based on the investigation where they don't do so far, because this thing happened from last week and today's Wednesday.
So the police, then the Congo Coast police, then they act swift. So the time they come, then said me already don't rush na the scene. I think somebody informed them, so they already rushed at the scene. So today to the time where they take the car for Cowtown Hospital, then we don't they do them, then you take a snapshot of the crime scene and all. And statements has been obtained from me and from Honorable, and lately the file has been called for to the CID headquarters, and so now CID headquarters they take over the investigations. So we still get for help them out with certain informations, but the investigations are ongoing. That's all I will say for now.
Manuel, as a lawyer, how you go ensure say you locate this attacker and make your papa get justice?
Well, as you say, I'm a lawyer. Me not to investigator. I'm not a police, and I'm police they investigate. They see how best able for coming for they as a help during the investigations, and I pray say we able to identify whoever na the perpetrator of this particular incident. Then we can take them now with regards to the prosecution.
APC party they represent people them na Congoton, Wilberforce and other community them. Well, last week Friday it be involved in an incident. Usai unknown people be attack am na in office. Usai been sustained injury na in Pekin be the key of the gist regarding the issue. And Liberty Online TV go continue for bring you updates as developments happen regarding that.
Alright, we're not able for bring Kanto na the video Usai an unknown attacker, according to waiting Emmanuel Wana Conte Esquire when Honorable Emmanuel Saidu Conte in Boy Pikin tell we, he say na an unknown attacker go inside Papa office, hit him with a jar. 2 times he sustained injury then himself. He said the attacker been broke neck. But the police they investigate that case still now. And hopefully we'll try to get the police for follow-up and no outside the investigation day now. We continue the breakfast show and they can look at we headline story. Also we get Air Commodore Michael Soiba Kamara, when Assistant Chief of Defense Staff. A day with you this morning at the studio, we can talk about the decision will lead to the retirement of over 70 military officers this year. When I come back to the Air Commodore, earlier they ask you about the issue we get for doing security of the states. We see inside last week we see military personnel then be go now at inside and say the bigger information say fugitive they will be in a wanted list where we don't grant interviews online, say then they come back and cause unrest at the states, then go for who gets them according to within the Minister of Information, say they exist, so they open fire and then 2 people that also lost their life. And with all of the issues, the rumors of attempted coup in Dominicon, how una the military was showing citizens of the safety?
I think, Khadija, that incident where Water prevents nothing for the retirement of the Senate officers. I don't get much details about that security aspect because I don't deal with security aspects. I'm only dealing with personnel and the military sector. So it's like generally I'm the HR for the armed forces. And so I'll be able to tell you from A to Z everything about HR and the armed forces. So if you see, we discuss about the retirement, then really in place to discuss. But that security aspect, that's for the Assistant Chief of Defense Staff for operations and
Alright, let me talk about now you and as a secretary to the military, I sure see you don't sit on a decision making meeting. How we arrive to the decision for let go of over 70 military officers there?
The highest decision making body by the armed forces and the Defense Council. The Defense Council will be established by the Constitution, Section 167, subsection 1, and it gets the powers then going at Section 169. And after that, the command and administration of the armed forces lies with the CDS. In terms of discharges, specifically they talk about officers in this category. For discharges, retirements, and resignation, now, Defense Council, they make that decision, wherein the President and the Commander-in-Chief is the Chairman. So, there are 4 conditions wherein people can go outside the Army. The first one, we get what we call the Army Orders number 1, 1965, where it gets 2 sections we're responsible for exit of military officers from the armed forces. Section 26, it talk about voluntary resignation. You can retire at any time, depending you don't get any service liability. That means you trust your duration of your service at the armed forces. And one way out that can happen is that if you apply for go to any course or a career course, when you come back, the duration of the course, you don't get for retire one time, you have to spend some considerable number of years before you tell me say you want to retire. You know, we don't go to training that you can't almost let the work again and don't give work on the side. It doesn't happen like that. You get for work for a specific period. That's the first condition. The other 3 conditions that Section 27, subsection A of the Army Orders 1965, they tell you that if you commit misconduct, if you misconduct yourself at the Army, then they ask you out. Then Section 27B is the resignation other than misconduct in the circumstances of the case, in the opinion of the Defense Council. So the Defense Council don't need for tell you say, Khadija, maybe na so make you sack you. Just to work to say service no longer. Say, service no longer required, and that's it.
You talk about misconduct. Because misconduct say various
About,
way,
yeah.
and each institution then code of ethics or practice. Waiting on an army consider as misconduct.
Okay, for we, I get several lists of what we don't highlight is that serious dishonesty and violence amounts to misconduct, disgraceful conduct in terms of when it is cruel, indecent, and of unnatural kind. If you sell drugs, you take drugs, amounts to terrorist offenses. If you're involved in terrorist activities, it's a misconduct issue. If now a racial or sexual harassment or discrimination, a misconduct issue. How will you be able to determine that this is a misconduct issue? With a simple question. The question says, has your action or behavior likely therefore impact or has impacted on the operational effectiveness or efficiency of the armed forces? If the answer is simply yes, it's a misconduct issue, then you go through the due process for the discharge.
As you don't define what that the military they consider as misconduct, that just try to draw your attention to a case of military officer we be on social media, Dr. Bebaidis, he writes a lot of allegations against the former boss, Dr. Sikwali, about issues that we get for bullying, harassment, all of them things. And then one of the people who see in name being at the list of people that who not dismissed for misconduct. Now because of it, it is right or not consider them things that we do as professional misconduct.
We get what we call with media policy in the armed forces. Before I can also, when you call me, I not just grab on myself, take the decision myself. I went to the chief of defense because he's my immediate supervisor, and I asked him permission for Can't Talk Liberty Online TV for based on internet, and he grants me that permission. It's simple. With media policy gets do's and don'ts. If you're aggrieved in the armed forces, we get to challenge the way you pass through. Not only one challenge, we get a series of challenges and where you pass through for express your grievances against your boss, against your commander, against your superior. So the issue about going to social media, writing about grievances about your boss, it has no place in the armed forces because it's against the media policy. If you read the media policy, it should say no, nobody no get right as long as you're a military personnel. You don't get right for going on social media or express whatever thing you get against somebody like the armed forces. You get what we call in the Armed Forces Act 1961 as amended, section 161. We get what we call witness process, wherein anything anybody do, if the year you commander, you can write a mentor and say, this way do me so, I'm not satisfied. And they serve you a letter for me, you know, say I'm not satisfied. But it doesn't even stop there. It goes step higher until if you want, you can cancel me. If you want, you can send a direct to the CDS or any commander where the list is this man will write a redress case against a commander. Talk about bullying, they talk about withholding of benefits, where it's a very serious issue at the armed forces. For going to social media, express, I think it has no place in the armed forces.
But how wanna they protect the lower cadre? We all know say the military, like you say, get structures and on a command respect. How wanna they protect the lower cadres them over them boss them?
We get what we call moral discussion. Moral discussion for every unit or every department, the whole moral discussion once in a month. And that is the time the commander another day to themselves to themselves and talk freely within they are affecting that particular department and that particular unit. And the senior by the lower rank, they take notes. Whatever way he able for writer, whether the education level high or low, whatever way, as long as we can able for understand. And that document, that report is sent directly to the chief of defense. And the chief of defense takes that very seriously. So, they call the commander of that unit. You personally don't say XYZ they happen. Give me an explanation. Then if the explanation is reasonable enough, then definitely we will give further direction for make amend whatever they happen. Or if like cost will make them punish them, they will punish them.
17 are such a huge number for be dismissed na the military at this time, especially when you talk about figures and the security of the state. You have to give the viewers and we not get access yet for see the breakdown of how the number has to reach 70 so that they go understand the specific crime them where the individually are commit, where the military not able to keep them at all, but let go of them.
Yes, it's 70. And maybe this is not the first time the armed forces they do retirements of such number. I can give you an overview of the previous moment. I can take us before 2002, but let me start from 2002. 2002 we retired 30 officers. 2003 we retired 10. 2006 we retired 73. 2014 we retired 8. 2020 we retired 19. As recent as January 2024, we retired 31, and November we retired 70. So, not to an event, it's a process we're ongoing at the armed forces. Where retirement, everybody is familiar with retirement in the armed forces. Mr. SSF familiar with retirement, I can go at any time if they go to the right section because we're all familiar. So, for this specific case, the 70, we get 53 where they go on retirement based on section 27 subsection B. We say that they retire you because of the circumstances of the case in the opinion of the defense counsel. So it's like an administrative discharge. So that is why for the person not necessarily needs to do something. That is why the defense counsel after that decision they were magnanimous enough to say, okay, before we go now 1 year lump sum in a salary, then we can administratively ask out for them 53. The two other categories, the 11, then award. Award in the military is 2 instances. They give permission. Let's say they give permission 7 days. You say you want to do your personal business, you can ask for a job for 7 days. After 7 days, if you don't report, back now you duty. The first day, you say you absent. The second day, you say you absent. The third day, 72 hours, you say you are home. After 21 days, more than 21 days, that unit, that department, inside that soldier or officer command, will they institute what we call a board of inquiry. Board of inquiry, they look at the circumstances will lead to that individual when they give permission, we not come yet, up to 9, not come yet. That's the first. The second one, now we just left. They don't give permission at all. You just left no more, you just go. So that board of inquiry, we made up of officers and soldiers. They look at all the cases, the circumstances surrounding that you are holding. And you also
They ask you wife, they ask you papa, they ask you mama, they ask you them. If you get number, then try for contact you. Then do due diligence to your issue. Then they come up with their recommendation based off what they find. Then come up with a recommendation for action by the senior authorities. Then.
In the interest of fairness, then 53 where you say they under the category where perhaps you don't need to do something, they don't need to give reason why they dismiss you. How na consider fairness in all of this? Because you can't just dismiss 53 people where you're not able to justify, say, now this reason make we they dismiss you.
okay. Before I come to the other question, I
Just end the other reason why would they dismiss you. The other reason is medical. Medical ground. If you sick for 6 months, you go to hospital. After 6 months, will they board you? With competent medical authorities to look at your case and determine whether you're able to require as soon as possible and you're able to continue military duties again. If the answer is no, definitely then they discharge you on military grounds. Okay. And the issue about fairness we Mabel talk about, we get what we call the section 161 now the Armed Forces Act 1961, where they talk say, whatever thing they do, whatever decision they make against you now the armed forces, you as the individual get a right within 90 days if you redress that action day. You say, you the right, say, this action will not take for dismiss me. You're not correct, and I redress them. And not only to your boss, tomorrow you send a redress letter. We have a form, you can write a form, you can fill a form, we'll get a letter format. Then you can give the boss, you can send it directly to the CDS, you can send it to me. Then you get a copy as a reference. In case when the redress cases then they come up, they did not see, say then call you. If they come up back and say, I will not send a redress letter to you for make you on a redress make decision where you want to dismiss me. But unless you want to call me, then not only we now, we get human rights can take up the issue and also ombudsman. So that's how the process will go.
You say not to the first thing this, the military, they retire this amount of officers. They
right.
Don't take way back from 2022 to January 2024 and this recent 70.
Yeah.
But all of them tell them they not alarming as this. Why you think say people raise eyebrows, say big shake-up don't happen at the army?
Well, Khadija, is a bit Salomon, anything where they happen at this country, then get for link with something else. That's the nature of a typical Sierra Leonean. But that is good. You can link things, but once the issue has been clarified, say no, this action will happen, so no get no relationship with that other action, that other event where they take place. I think it's fine. That's what we are trying to do. That's why I've been moving all around discussing about retirement, discharge, resignation in the army. But who of we family not even understand how the army they run. The army is an institution, an organization, but the HR policy as compared to a civil organization, completely different. We get a very strict policies, procedures, and regulation at the armed forces, not the operate like the general understanding of how HR policies and they run at other institutions. They might be similar, but we get some stringent parts, them provision the way they try for curtail with actions and behavior them because within the military. When you go out of the military, you're free.
The provision of redress, where some will call as an appeal because I don't dismiss them people here. What are the possibilities say somebody will go through that process there and come out successful and go back?
One is based on the merit of the case. That is why when we're doing the redress, when you send the redress, we get to call a filter board. Filter board, we invite ombudsman, we invite human rights. Filter board is we look at the cases case by case, we don't come. And try for where if anyone gets merit, and they pass that filter board, they go to call case conference. Case conference now also what they call independent individual, we call the individual, we call the commander, then consider the individual, explain what happened, commander self explain what happened, and most importantly, look at the procedure when the commander take for discharge that individually.
The one we fall under that 53 category, where there was no explanation as to the reason why we dismiss you. How somebody like that they go appeal, where you not get a reason why you dismiss them?
Appeal say the
Decision not correct. They redress the decision of your administrative discharge. They redress the decision.
But it's possible for that person like that when I take them back?
It is possible. It has happened. Defense counsel
will make decision of a specific major will redress the issue. And it was reinstated. And it's now presently working. In fact, they mission now. They're one of the union missions, them where they work convenient one. It happens.
Alright, in case you don't tune in, they watch Air Commodore Michael Soriba Kamara, Assistant Chief of Defense Staff. He did between the studio this morning. They discuss retirement in the army. If you don't follow this being term, the army been pull a press release suicide and list 70 names of former, I can call them now former, right? Former military officer them where them be retire and some them be dismiss them come out na the army because of professional misconduct. We just listen to waiting Air Commodore don't explain waiting the military mean by misconduct. Well, if you watch I get questions, you want clarification on anything we get for do the HR policy na the military because na in they in charge of that go give you answer to all your question or clarity where you need in the area of the 70 police officer, military officer them where they be retired and dismiss this BNTM. We'll continue the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV.
All right, so they continue with the show and they look at other issues now. Also, they go to the Ministry of Information and Civic Education. Also, they can hold them weekly briefing for tell journalists and the public waiting different sector them now government done they do. Yesterday, then we look at the energy sector. Also, the chairman for the Presidential Initiative on Climate Change, Renewable Energy and Food Security, Alhaji Dr. Kande Koleyum Kela, talks to the energy sector for long-term development plan where it say government don't set for the next 18 months, where according to them this go boost the electricity supply to 422 megawatts, where they go don't complete them for Ebgi Lights and Freetong and other parts of the country. Well, for more on this, let me join Mohammed Kamara. We're gonna give you updates.
The Ministry of Information and Civic Education, inside the weekly press conference where it happened, outside and invite different stakeholders them for provide updates to the public but them work. Inside the Tuesday, December 3rd edition of the government weekly press conference, where the ministry be all with journalists them, the chairman for the Presidential Initiative on Climate Change, Renewable Energy and Food Security, Alhaji Dr. Kande Koleyum Kela, start for provide updates by the government in short-term development plan for improve the energy sector.
The short-term plan is this. When I take them by account, because I have to be accountable, the leadership has to be accountable. And the president in plan this. In the short term, in the next 6 months, will they repair Blackwall Road and Clinton machines? Yeah? Clinton, Blackwall Road, will they repair them? If we repair them, we set fuel machine that are about 25 megawatts we own. And we own. Why would not be done to this 3 years? Why would not be done to this 4 years? But President say, when I see the video, he said it's a technicality, and why you read that crap now? He said, I want to know why would not be done to one quick, but tell me what you wait for. So yes, he don't give me deadline. This 1 year they don't repair. President said, what you want to mean? Now we give the book now. Accessories, lubricants, what we give, he said, how much you need? Yesterday they don't provide the money. They don't give you deadline for we test that machine this December. January for fully operational.
Dr. Kande Koleyum Kela same way to explain but how this gets for benefit Freetong and other parts them na the country.
120. Yeah? We also want to establish a rural energy agency because we can do more mini grids. Yeah? This meeting will they host in a salon this week, and that's making the World Bank higher. President don't put target, he want 200 or more mini grids. We'll get 100 now, which means 200 more communities. We'll get electricity, the work, they will process their food. That's the plan. Yeah? This, as I said, then of course the transmission that is put all that generation and hide the streets up. So when you see my sister when they call and say, come on, because I know them will ask me, so how MCC? I think MCC coming now. If you generate, you get to send out. That is the southern corridor line where they want to from Pujon to Freetown. Then the northern corridor from Faduku, take on Freetown. It will be complete loop. So where energy personnel in Freetown, the baby brother will go from 83 megawatts to 200. We send the balance to south. And we send some go north. But we need that infrastructure. And that's make NCC crucial.
Waiting people for expect now the energy sector after where this project go on complete. Dr. Kande Koleyum Kela beget this for say.
Transmission and then all ends align where all the freedom. They want to change some of it. That may not be overnight. Yeah, so in summary, you don't see the long term. When I add the wire up, as I tell you, the mining company they need more. They need this 500 megawatts. That means that people don't begin to talk together. How would one together? Next slide. Yeah. So if you summarize that, what's in a presidential plan? Short term, medium term, long term. By the time you look at, by the time we done 2020, I got it back. We go down more than double what we need. I tell you, I say 271 capacity there. Waiting with the also will build with the private sector. It's about 422.
Inside Ion talk, the Deputy Minister 1 at the Ministry of Energy, Dr. Eldred Tunde Taylor, explained what the ministry in flagship program will go help boost the energy supply in the country.
One of our flagships at the ministry, we're here for doing, which we call the mini grid system. The mini grid are one of the flagships we're on the sector for quite some time now. And And as a matter of fact, we don't get several kind of good lessons or good kind of outcomes in some of the communities in the, when I again talk about the establishment of the rural electrification energy, which is something we drive currently. So we try to put the concept together, but primarily one of the major goals of establishing that particular agency and for make sure that we drive access, particularly hard to reach areas. That is just one. And on our system, we get a lot of interventions, particularly in the rural areas. But one thing we at least we don't lack over time is about having a centralized coordination kind of mechanism. So that agency primarily also serve that purpose, to serve a central coordination platform where most of the rural electrification programs are also going to be delivered.
Dr. Eldred Tunitilo end up say governments go continue for work with the private sector and international partner them for ensure say they improve the energy supply in the country. For Liberty Online TV, Mina Mohamed Kamara, the report.
Alright, we continue with the breakfast show where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television. From that report, they come back in our studio as we still get Air Commodore Michael Suliba Kamara in the Assistant Chief of Defense Staff there with this morning the giveaway update on the reason them where they behind the retirement and dismissal of 70 former military officers then way up on the military disbanded. Where lots of people don't see a big shake-up happen at the military. Let me look at some of the benefits then and way then officer there so good get. Would that eligible now that list forget any benefits from the military?
In the military, if you discharge under Section 27 B, that is service no longer required, administrative discharge, we in the 53, then they're entitled to benefits. But anything when a misconduct, they get any benefits. So if you go on a wall, then the misconduct category will be not highlighted to now, then discharge you for even one, you're not going with anything.
So how about the other one, the with retirement? What's the package by the land?
The end of service benefits, which we call gratuity, is calculated by your salary, your last salary, then multiplied by the number of years you serve. So it's now pro rata based on the service and your last salary.
Apart from Dr. Bemba Idris, where we see you say fall on the category because they've been going on social media for expressing self concerning issue we get with him boss. Waiting at the other misconduct them where the rest of the other one them we make on dismiss them.
Another set of misconduct if you commit any crime against the Armed Forces Act, then charge you, then find you guilty, it's a misconduct issue. Like one of the officers on the list of that misconduct issue, that they been found guilty by the last court martial, we then give them 120 years. And regulations say, if you commit civil offense, you commit military offense, and you're convicted by either civil court or military court, and you're jailed for 12 months and above, automatically you're going out of the military. It's a misconduct issue.
In terms of background check, what's the military get in place before now they recruit somebody for come on board? Because most of the one that we know say be involved in November 26 school, now the military. How now they do background check for ensure say the people that when they give work to now people that we come out a very decent background?
We know they do, the Armed Forces know they do background check. We only leverage on the existing national institution where they in place. The police is responsible for doing background check. So that is why for every recruitment, one of the key documents that we will require are police clearance. And we believe, say, when they give police clearance, police will have done due diligence to show that this man, like a peaceful citizen, but again, at that time when they give background check, they give you the certificates, you can present them. But misconduct can fall on the way. You can change your behavior, you change your action the way you do. But definitely we can do background check. We send them all go police. Police, they screen them and give them a certificate that they are cleared. That's one of the requirements for joining the armed forces.
Although you say then decision there so for retire and dismiss military officers, they are not get anything for do with the move of unrest where people they say they want focus on the committee. But we see November 26th that the attempted coup, active military personnel will be served, internally be involved in this particular one. We make many people they say and say this is not a strategy for cleanse the military.
One they will be
Involved in the military. The one they will be involved in the November 26th. They investigate them and then try them through we own court system, the court martial, when at the highest court. And they find them guilty. The one they wouldn't find them guilty. The one they would not find them guilty, they left them for good, they free them. The one they wouldn't find guilty, definitely they suffer the penalty of their actions and their behavior. So one of the officers that was part of that court martial, now they among the category for misconduct. So automatically that amounts to misconduct.
How do they feel as an institution where we the citizens see as very disciplined, then such kind of people when come out from when I colleague them, they be part of something they put in their hand.
The military they try as best as possible for make we become citizens them, we lay their life for the defense of the state. Not citizens them way they use the weapon for defend the states against we self or against the population. I think that is no in the armed forces. That is why we lost them with regulation. They're very strict, as I've been saying, as compared to other institutions them. When we do anything at the armed forces, we go commit an offense. That's why most times, in fact, all the offenses them at the armed forces, they are court-martial offense. That's why it makes it very serious from section 39. Even anything we act not cover. If you commit anything we act not cover, would you look again at what's in the civil law say? If you commit any civil offense, it becomes an offense also in the military. So it means you'll be dealt with in the military and then we'll send you to the civil law. Civil laws help deal with you.
After that, November 26th, the a list of officers and safety come out where on a dismiss because it may stand to be corrected and then based on the place in this one when I say them belong to the WhatsApp where the name be published on the WhatsApp, they will not be dismissed themselves. When they quit this dismissal, again come out. People then link up to a safe incident.
Well, because
you see, we policy very strict because they involve themselves in social media activities. When they discuss issues them will relate for destabilize the stability of the state. It's a misconduct issue. So definitely, even though some of them they not actively take part, they were just there listening, but it's still a crime. That's why I don't go to Facebook at my rank. I start commenting on political issues. No, I ought to know better. I can give me general views about politics, about national development, but actively taking part in political issues, it's no.
So no actively on social media, you try to say as a military.
I get
social media accounts. I get Instagram, I get Facebook, but not for discourse politics. Discourse for get a network of friends, people away, sabi me, people away sabi.
So how about issue of your job?
The issue of the job.
You're not supposed, as a military officer, you're not supposed to use social media handles for talk about your job. Like
no. You don't talk about. I don't
talk about my job. I talk about friendship things that are outside the military. I talk about church business. Talk about social, but I don't talk about military. I don't talk about security.
So that means the military limits no sooner you join.
Yes.
You don't forget nothing for discuss regarding your job now the social media.
Yes.
Why so?
It's against the media
policy. It's against the media policy. It's against the media policy.
So if you do it lead to misconduct for dismissal.
Well,
not necessarily. we ask the question whether your behavior or action has impacted on the armed forces.
Because somebody just don't suffer dismissal because of what you say it taken as social media.
If failed the service test, that in action and behavior impacted on the image of the armed forces.
But that kind of case possible for appeal?
Yes.
For say, I mean, you right for belong, you right for talk.
They all get right
For appeal. It rests now for any action they take against you where you feel say it's not correct and it's not right.
Before una go to the dismissal, internally where it don't, because based on waiting Dr. Idris be the right, he say he don't bring these issues of bullying and harassment from him boss before high them at the military, but they not be they take him serious.
Let him,
we don't begin investigate.
Let him package all those evidences, those proofs, and forward them for him redress process.
It's possible let a lower rank win case against him boss?
So many. I've known so many soldiers, so many officers that has gone on retirement, discharge, we win redress cases and don't come back.
How serious then crime be we make una not be get any option perhaps for suspend them, but for dismiss them? How serious then crime be?
We only
Suspend an individual in the armed forces when maybe you occupy a post, a position, when because of that position you go influence the other matters them. So if you commit something and want to investigate you, we only suspend you for make we able to investigate you more. Other than that, we'll only suspend just like house other civilian institution and they do. We suspend you based because of investigation, but we're not able to suspend. And this dismissal, especially for the misconduct, not just come just like that. Investigation, then call on to a lower court wherein they ask some question. Prove your evidence if what you've been doing is correct or you're not correct. If you're able to convince, we don't get the Constitution give powers to the unit commanders them for act as judges them. So if you're able to prove your case, say no, what you have do so being correct, definitely it amounts to misconduct.
On your own institution, get any systems like the civil institution then call a particular staff to order, maybe by written warning, suspension, before not take dismissal decision. When I get that system.
We not suspend just for suspension. We only suspend for investigate. But definitely we get a case wherein if you do something one time, then they call you, then talk to you. Your behavior don't begin go out of hand. Change. If you do on 210, then they call you. If you do on 210, maybe then go charge you, then give you lighter punishment. All this data you file for make you stop. And I believe the individual way on a question and they gravitate towards, and I say all those things happen for him. It was warned, it was interviewed, it was counseled, but he is what he is.
All of them will go through this warning we talk about, this counseling we talk about.
Majority, apart from
those that were dismissed because they were found guilty for a civilian court or and the court martial.
The one that were under the retirement category, anyone panel did way when I retire because of age?
No.
Alright, continue for the between at the studio, Air Commodore. And if you just watch, today we get Air Commodore at the studio. They explain the decision then and how they come about for retire and also dismiss 70 military officers recently from the army. We'll continue the breakfast show when they come to you live on Liberty Online TV. Continue for like, send me comment and also share the program so that more people will be part of the discussion this morning. If you get question, we want clarity on this particular topic what they discussed this morning, when are the security and also they look at the 70, I beg your pardon, military officer then we retire and dismiss this event. And send me a question to the number 074-200-545 via WhatsApp, or you can as well send me your message in the comment section at any of the platform then we do watch with this morning. Quickly we'll take this break, we'll come back, we'll continue to look at more issues then inside the breakfast show.
It's a brand new song for our customers. Where they bank with us all over the universe. Thank you for
Save small and win big. UBA, they celebrate 75 years of better banking service. And Nasalone, the bank done there for 15 years now. This now, and we want give back to we wonderful customer them. We don't make we business go find one for the past 75 years with the UBA Savings Legacy promo. Save small and get your own share on these 350,000 loans. 30 customer them go get the chance for win cash prize every quarter. Just put 2,000 loans and above na your account. And the more you put 2,000 and above na your account, na the more you go increase your chance for win more. No wait to kapu the chance now. Your legacy starts today. The draw them go happen inside September and December 2024. Join UBA for celebrate 75 years of excellence. UBA, Africa's global bank.
money in my pockets, from what I want correct. Customer service be excellent. Now that's make with the top, now the continent.
To pay bills with the UBA mobile app, just log into the app. Click on Pay Bills within the Quick Links dashboard. You'll be provided with a list of various biller categories like cable TV, sports and gaming, utilities, airtime and data, and so on. Click on the biller category you want. Then select from a list of price options provided by the biller. Click Confirm to proceed with the transaction. Enter your PIN and click OK. And you're done. Enjoy paying your bills with the UBA mobile app.
Watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.
Welcome back. You still watch the Breakfast Show on Liberty Online Television, and we continue to look at more issues inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. We go now na the Spolup community, outside the cheerleading and community people they make allegation against one Usman Jabi, where according to them, this man inside the past week don't they make people they make insecurity officer them, the old people go inside compound where they allege so they can beat them and they threaten them at the community. Well, this will make Liberty Online TV team go work a day for know exactly what they happen at this community, and at this Al Hassan Kuruma been bring come.
People wait up na Spolup community don't draw the attention of the public, but waiting they go on at the community. Outside they allege say one man we name Usman Jabi don't they beat people where reside na Spolup community for nothing. With then strong allegation here make Liberty Online TV go work on a Spolup community for no waiting really they happen there. And youth man them been start first for explain but how this issue starts.
Like one night, this is my big brother by the name I used to. So like because like they sell and they sell get an egg. So we don't on the way now because you know so when our next women my brother the worker. Most of women my brother they go some side. We keep decide either we work or 6 transport. Not like we no buy 6 transport, but we just take it to for go buy the egg now but some go the weekend. Just because of it. So I will take the Usman Jabi on drive for go purchase what you want. Then Usman Jabi call me with some soldiers there. You understand? And me say to me brother because me be know and say I be standing for beat people there. You understand? So I tell me brother say more and me brother say no. He say we not to thief man. And say we not to thief man. You understand? So I say not true. We go there. You man not talk to one best talk his shots we not say anything like when a drug, you know, call me sign compound, like you get sick with the whole the beast. Saying to German and they handcuff me, say, pass this my brother. And him be make I talk to the other soldier we all lose me said done. Usman Jabi begin be sweet.
Like now so people in the say like now Fatima be impossible. But you know ever come out say in a Fatima be brother.
Okay.
But when I saw the woman because if you work kaya na so I know say na Fatima be brother and scatter by asa. but may not be ever know. So now I call this man, and I mean this man. What see them call you? Who go beside them call you? And they hold you. They command the soldier there, they hold you, then put you inside. Beats, Papa. For no reason, beat you, any one Allah for let you get help. He say if you Allah, he get my slot to it. Now Bob, they will not sign out say, hey bro, say we not too bad people there. For me na bike man. I dey ride my bike peaceful. So I passed to Usman Jabi in compound. He sell in gates. He sell in soldier man there. Let them count gun. The soldier man count the gun. Then answer up me. They say if I not break, then they fire me. Why break? Then push me and the bike I fall down. So one guy they say na Juliet Jalo, his small brother. I ain't go hold me next so. I suspend me up. I did up for 2 minutes. I don't know. I not able to breathe. So Usman Jane, he get one big stick where they use for beat youth man there.
From waiting there, Youthmania don't say, make Liberty Online TV talk to the chairlady for Sport Look community, where alleged say Usman Jabi been made police arrest him and then a cell for about 4 days.
They can't me to not do nothing. Me small picking red 35 in my phone. I get my phone they said they not see accent, they not see me. I they show back the phone. Who start came me go? I did the 4 days. So I go there. I did this. They cost me my money. Picking and they go there. They cost me my way got me. I said, any policeman will talk. They said the case they above. Any policeman will talk. They said the case they above.
Then people here end up for call on government for can to the A.
At the club of government, nobody where they sex on me in the advantage of my license, but no more. Not for what you do, not for the cases that got to go in our way. People should have put inside power.
I just go and send a message to government say, if that man no good in this country for do good or for help youth, may just take in a flight go back and left this country because we in the community. And no one here say, but we don't come on and go see if it's a compound, but we don't come on and now. Okay, me I send to government say that they help in this community, who the young man there. We know they do nothing, but we don't let the man not disturb we. You understand? They call police and so who say for that one day some of who they damage. I send this message out to Papa government say, then it help we for push this man away this community. Because if they not pull this man around this community, it cause so many calamity. It even kill people.
Actually, a lot of youthman them that a Sport Look community been call the name of Usman Jabi. Liberty Online TV been try for call Usman Jabi, but not been pick in call. And also message him for get in your side of the story, but we not been able to forget him at all. From waiting we gather, the case then at the Lumley police station, where Liberty Online TV will follow up and investigate waiting police don't do for help solve the situation at Sport Look community. Continue for follow Liberty Online TV for more on this particular issue as we go continue for investigate and bring out to you the right information on waiting done they happen at the Sport Look community. From Liberty Online TV, me, Hassan Kuma, the report.
Alright, from the Sport Look community, we will come back in the studio and Liberty Online TV will continue for try for reach out to the Usman Jabi, where the people that the Sport Look community, they allege say if they bully them, if they beat and harass them, for try to get in your side of the story. And if we forget them, we will bring them come to una so una set could know in side of the story and all of the allegation there. We continue the breakfast show. We still get Air Commodore Michael Soiba Kamara between the studio where they discuss the recent retirement and dismissal of 70 military officers. Well, I don't send on messages and question them for Air Commodore. We will take some of our questions now and instead will respond to some of the things them we una get for ask. The first one way at the take, they come out from Mahmoud Fofana na Facebook. He say, good morning Mabel and Lydia. Please ask him about the presidential guards at State Lodge that are involved in political dance and threatening to deal with Tolombos and also claiming to be pauper soldiers. Is that not misconduct?
All right, we'll look at small messages. This other one from Jibril Bangura. Now the YouTube, he said, my question is whether the disbandment of this over 70 military officers from the RSLAF is a result of austerity measures or if it signifies something more serious.
Victor Kalon na Facebook, they say, with all due respect to our gallant soldiers, some military officers act irresponsible. They are expected to be very professional in dealing with issues of national security.
Robert Cabo say, Commander, among the 70 officers, do you have any officers retired because of official retirement age?
For the Mustafa Toure on Facebook, they say politics has taken over all institutions, including the military, and this is very clear today. The Presidential Guards have made public statements against the opposition Tolombo Iron Brush, and they promised investigation, and it has been 4 years, no action, and they continue to make political statements. They acted swiftly to dismiss the lady who participated in a WhatsApp group that was not saying things that favored the ruling party.
This other one say, can Commander please explain the reasons behind the dismissal of Major General C.F. Mara? To our knowledge, he was on official assignment in Ghana when he heard that he has been dismissed.
This one, they say, in 2005, 77 military officers were dismissed. That dismissal, according to many, was ill-timed.
This other one from Jibril Bangura, they say, as a serviceman in the Sierra Leone military, discussing political matters on social media, one might wonder why Jabba and some members of the Presidential Guard are still part of the military.
Mustafa Bangura, they ask, say, are these military officers eligible for NACIT benefits?
All right, to look at small messages. This one from Jala Songo. They say, thank you for enlightening the vulnerable Sierra Leoneans on the strict principles on conduct of adherence of RSLAF. Thank you for your service to the nation.
All right, many messages, but for now, because of time, we will tap and day, and we'll come back to Air Commodore for let it go throw light on some of the questions and comments them we texted on it.
Thank you so much, Khadija. I will start with Mamu to talk about
the question about the behavior of Presidential Guard Force. I think the Presidential Guard Force, they are still members of the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces, and then gets their own structure, then gets their own commander. And I want to assure Mahmoud that all the misbehave way you feel, say, the members of the Presidential Guard Force misbehave, they were charged and handled appropriately. They were charged and handled. Most times, the dismissal of soldiers not can get too much concern about people, only when it comes to officers, but soldiers, they are also dismissed. So they may handle them, give them the appropriate punishments.
Which was?
Dismissal, reduction in rank, removal from the Presidential Guard Force, or reprimand. Jibril talk about austeric measures. I don't think with retirement, HR process get for doing anything with austeric measures. We are not talking economics here. It's just the normal process that the armed forces. It's normal administrative process. I think that they happen. Behaviors of soldiers and officers in the armed forces. I think there is also the responsibility of we, the citizens, them, for reports any behavior where you feel to say as a citizen that a soldier they misconduct himself in several locations. We've have several reports where people, civilians, and the reports to we about soldiers, their performance or their conduct outside, and we take action. I believe so. They take action. I can give several examples of then soldiers and the way civilians then can report with evidence that soldiers they misconduct themselves in the public. That is why most times you not only be a soldier when you are in the uniform, you be a soldier on duty and also off duty. Even in your private life, even if you wear civil clothes, you misbehave somewhere else, and they know say you are a soldier. Definitely, the law can still take action. Another caller, I think it's Robert, talk about Major C.F. Mara. Major CF Magano reached the retirement age. Major General CF Magano reached the retirement age of 60 years. But just like any other officer in the armed forces, Section 27B, where they can retire you for any other reason other than misconduct.
But I say been there on official assignments when this happens. So waiting don't be the cause. If somebody done official assignments, then they retire.
You can be retired
Anytime, any day, whether you are on assignment or not on assignment.
So you fall under the category of no explanation, no justification, just go.
Administrative discharge.
That service no longer required.
How fair this decision be? Or you say it dey under a law there, but how fair then kind decision then they be?
In fairness, not to anything we na hidden something. Everybody, we all are aware that necessarily to the so I can be discharged maybe right here. Even when they explain about retirement process in the armed forces, I can be retired right here. Say, here Commodore MS Camara, Section 27, subsection B. For that reason, they don't discharge you, they don't retire you, in the opinion of Defense Council. That's it. It is what it is.
Yeah, Commodore, although you say you don't want to talk about the security angle of the military because you don't have to talk purely on HR issue, but for somebody who they watch you now, maybe they're part of the people that will get the opinion. Say this whole HR decision where you explain you don't continue for emphasize it, you don't get anything for good security reasons. But people still they align and say that because of the rumor they wouldn't they go around security unrest and military officers, then they part of this, they know and then they help for planning.
I want to make people
look at the retirement of the 70 officers separate. I know it is difficult, but until they do that, clear your mind, get a free mindset and look at the HR procedure or the military separate from security issues. Not try to make any nexus between the two. No, we know say this is a normal administrative process. It has nothing to do with security of the state. It's a normal administrative process. We don't happen over the period. I give you a rundown and overview from 2002. Similar figures were coming up wherein then discharge officers them. It's not the same, Khadija. I don't think say there is any relationship between the two. And Jubila also asked about NASIT benefits. Of course, all of them get NASIT. As long as you contribute to NASIT, you retirement. If you don't even qualify it, I think there is a provision where you go to them tell and say, oh, I don't left job, but I will be able to contribute so until when you qualify, you apply for your benefits. That's an individual responsibility.
Robert, for the staff, they talk about politics, not enter all institutions, and the military, not different.
We are all political beings. We all are political beings. We all take part into politics, but with regulations say you should not be seen taking active role in politics. When it comes to politics, registration, do registration, I register. Do voting, I go and vote. We all help for make the decision for make this country, for choose the leaders of this country. But actively participating in politics in the military with this uniform, it's a no.
You say for 4 years when I didn't investigate the presidential guard, then nothing come.
That's why I say most times when soldiers they can dismiss soldiers, they get up the outcry. Now only when they dismiss officer, but some of those soldiers were dismissed.
Earlier you talk about some of the officers that are all dismissed now and some retire, saying I don't wound them, I don't give them light punishment, interview them, and all of these then identified as the person in charge of HR issues now. The military, you go able they now na public and knock your chest say them people there then file get enough evidence will lead to this decision.
Substantial. This evidence is substantial. The evidence is substantial, trust me.
You go able to have any
they're all 6 of them.
For defend
they're all 6 of them. The evidence is substantial, trust me.
And you feel a fair treatment to your colleague?
Yes. Yes.
Now, what's that specific crime then?
Misconduct.
Misconduct can be anything.
Misconduct.
No, like for the benefits of the public, because you
It's misconduct.
and nobody know align this politics.
Yes.
So if you can help with the information in there, people go able for be certain say this not gets nothing for do with politics.
It does.
So what's in the misconduct where they commit?
We get categories of misconduct. Serious dishonesty, violence, and misconduct issue. Any behavior or action we cruel, we indecent, and of natural kind, na misconduct. Drugs, everything about drugs, consumption, selling, hoarding, is a misconduct issue. Terrorist offenses, na misconduct issue. Sexual and racial intimidation, na misconduct issue.
So they all fall under this category?
You must fall under one. And as long as you fail the service test, where if your behavior or action greatly impact or likely for impact on the operational effectiveness and efficiency of the armed forces, it's a misconduct issue.
This issue of indiscipline, don't they come up recently, say military officers, they're very indisciplined. How now go try for restore discipline and decency again na the military air commodore?
We not keep way apart from indiscipline. Of course, every human being gets the tendency for being disciplined. Every human being gets it. That's why we have, because of we know how human beings they behave, we're very unpredictable. That's why most of the time we they come up with policies and regulation where they able to stand the test of time. The review we act presently because before we know get certain aspects where they happen now within our act. So you will not be able to try officers and soldiers where they commit certain offenses now. Because we don't review we act, we don't add some new occurrences then where they happen, where we feel to say, now an offense and try for bring and can we act. Once it is approved, then it cover every aspect of we behavior under the armed forces.
How familiar are personnel with on a code of conduct? Because if we see, like how you said, we don't get statistics here in here out, not go for dismiss people because they break the code of conduct, and that means there is an issue of understanding within the code of conduct here.
Let the do's and don'ts in the armed forces. We simplify in a certain sense that everybody in the armed forces, the lowest man capable for understand. The lowest man able for understand. So simplify what you for do and what you not for do. Everybody is aware.
How often on a can draw their attention to them do's and don'ts here?
We get every morning, 8 o'clock. Every unit with the falling force with the parade. With the parade force. 1, na for check, Udaka walk. 2, na for check how you dress. And 3, na for pass on message to those soldiers and officers. Then for give them the platform for make them ask questions for clarify. That's one aspect. Another aspect is that we do what they call moral discussion every month, wherein the soldiers and they sit down together and discuss what they affect the morale of the units. That's another aspect. Another aspect, we do what we call road show. If it's a new policy, a new HR policy, we go from unit to unit. We talk in the simplest language where everybody for understand. Then apart from that, we call them maybe on specific issues by rank. You get the corporal, we send you on a corporal's cadre. We get the sergeant, we send you on platoon sergeant battle course. We get the warrant officers then. The warrant officer, we call them the warrant officer development course. Then when it comes to the officers then, you get from the junior staff college, intermediate staff college, senior staff college, until you go into National Defense College. So all those stages and those HR policies, code of conduct, rules and behaviors, all will be discussed.
So the one that we can blame the conduct, now they consider them as being deliberate?
Yes, it is. That's why they are charged.
Let me look at some of the issues that we get for maybe people who might be interested for joining the army and not know how the army they work, because like what you say, so if you self listen on you get an mind and can retire you at any time.
Yeah.
So for somebody who want to join the army and not know how the issues they are, so they work quickly as the person in charge of a child, just inform the public how una recruitment process is thinking?
I don't undertake several recruitment and activities, recruitment drive in the army. And with recruitment process is decentralized. Decentralized at the 5 regions which Freetown makes 6. They go north, east, southwest, northwest, then with western area. Is that when it stands for recruitment, we call all the regional recruiting officers them. We tell them on the procedures. So if we want for recruits, let's say we want for recruits 1,000 soldiers then. We look at the manning of the armed forces by region and allocate figures them to all these regions because we want to maintain that regional balance in the armed forces, which is very key, so that we will see the armed forces for what we call get a national character. So once we don't send out, we send her out. So you within at the various regions, they apply through the regional recruiting officers. They go through all the same process, shortlist, then the quota, try to fill up the quota. Let's say they give not an region 200 or 300 or 500. It is shortlist and try to get the best 500. So all the very kind of Freetown now can continue the rest of the process.
Any age limit to that?
Recruitment is 17 plus to 25.
Alright, so what you left with the viewers and especially personnel them where they watch regarding a code of practice where according to you, if anybody break them code then they are liable to dismissal. What you go left to them as a caution?
To the viewers that they watch, the military gets a very strict HR policy, rules and regulations them. And it is also the public responsibility for reports soldiers, officers them, where they misconduct themselves at the various locations. But one most important thing is that I want me the viewer to know say the retirements and discharge process that the armed forces not go out of which owns or any say the one sees advantage to anybody. Now a normal administrative procedure where they happen year in, year out at the armed forces. And over the period, we don't retire and discharge officers and soldiers for over the period. So this not an exemption. This not a unique case that we don't happen over the period. So make them rest assured that no, people were retired because of no fault of theirs. But that's what our regulation says. Even me sitting down here, I can be retired at any time without they not even offer me explanation. I know about it. I know what it says. So if they retire me, once they quote the right section, it's fine about me.
So what if anyone find enough challenge you and are ready for defend yourself?
Yeah, you individual gets the right for redress whatever action. Section 161 of the ARSLAF Act 1961 as amended makes provision for redress cases.
And they're aware of that section there?
Everybody aware.
Alright, well, we will continue for follow and see if anyone can come up with a redress matter.
Hopefully.
And we'll see how that will go. Many thanks, Air Commodore, will join me this morning for can explain this retirement and dismissal process we happened recently in the military. It'll be a pleasure for get you this morning.
Thank you, Khadija.
Alright, well, that's now Air Commodore MS Kamara in the Assistant Chief of Defense Staff. We'll be there with you this morning to talk child issues and how they reached to the decision whether dismiss set for retire and dismiss 70 officers they recently from the military. Many thanks to yourself we watch you this morning. Send me comments, send me text message. We hope say Air Commodore MS Kamara be able for answer to all our messages then and clarity on the need for know about this issue. Plenty thank you when you watch. We don't forget for also if you watch on YouTube, you not subscribe to the channel yet. Kindly press the subscription button and turn on the post notification bell so that any talk come online you will know say Liberty Online TV don't come online as we bring out on different programs and different issues then where they happen at the country. Plenty thank you we watch with this morning. Emmanuel Mali Campbell, Dennis Kamara, and then give technical support to the production team. Mina Khadija Bagua, they say have a blessed day.
Alright, until we meet again, may welcome back. So get a good day and goodbye.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange. This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Orange.
You are watching Liberty Online TV.